Welcome back to Classroomology 101. I'm your resident veteran teacher, Kate, and I already know what you guys are thinking. She finally changed her outfit. And I thought, you know, what better time to change my outfit is after I did a video on change. And the reality is, I mean, you can only wear a shirt so many times in a video before even you get tired of looking at it. So anyway, on to more important things. So today we're talking all about the letter D, and yes, I did look this up. Now, if you've been following me on my alphabetical advice, you know that we have recently talked about A for administration, B for balance, C for change, and now we're going to be talking about D. And so many of you have made really good guesses, and I have to tell you that in all honesty, like, sometimes I don't make up my mind until after you guys have made your guesses, and then I like to pick something different just to be difficult. I mean, I just do. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, to be honest. So anyway, today we're talking about D, and it's going to be all about documentation. So you guys, I do a lot of live broadcasting, and I get a lot of new teachers, incoming teachers, student teachers, and they always ask me, well, what do I need to be documenting? And the thing that's so difficult about answering this question is that every child is going to be different. And so it really depends on the child, the school that you work at, the situation that you're in. There's a lot of factors that go into what you need to document. There's no algorithm that you can use for every child. There just isn't, right? Each child is uniquely themselves, and you have to you got to remember that every situation is going to be different. And so what I suggest to you and to anybody else is that if you have a child that has an SST, an IEP, a 504, something in that realm, you need to be documenting as often as possible. If it's that they have a behavior plan set up, you need to be documenting everything that they're doing. And I would say for everything that they've done that is not desirable, find at least 2 things that they are doing right and document that, because when it comes time to meet with the parents or at an SST meeting or an IEP meeting, a 504 meeting, you want to have the documentation, and you want them to know that you are on that child's side. And if you come in with only negative, documentation, that really reflects on you as a teacher. Like, you really couldn't find anything about this particular child that's positive. That is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And so my suggestion to you is look at what it is that the child is having services for and focus your documentation on that. I mean, of course you can branch out and document other things that are happening, but the majority of your documentation really does need to be on what that child's services are. Now, if you have another child that you're noticing is struggling academically but doesn't have an SST, doesn't have an IEP, things like that, I would suggest to you that you start saving their tests, saving their successes, and letting parents know pretty early on. Let's imagine from the parent's perspective. I'm not a parent, but I can imagine what it would feel like. And you're going through the entire school year and you're not hearing anything from the teacher. And then 4 months in, 3 months in, whenever your first conferences are, you go and you think, this is going to be a great conference. Everything's going to be great. My child's having a good year. And then the teacher's like, bam, look at this. Boom, 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 boom. And it's all like negative. I mean, that is heartbreaking for a parent to come into that. And it's a little bit of a blindsiding move. And it's actually quite unfair to the child and to the parent. So if I'm noticing, and you really do have to be somewhat observant, and as you're noticing struggles with each child, and I've heard people say, but I have so many kids, I can't keep up with it. I'm just going to tell you that I teach 2 classes and I have 50 students every year. And if I can keep up with that amount of students, I'm pretty sure you can too. And I know like the middle school teachers and the high school teachers are probably dying of laughter right now. Like 50? But let's remember some classes have 20 or 23. But yeah, I have double the caseload of most teachers. So I think that you really want to document from the get-go, the second you're starting to notice something. And you know what? It might be just for a couple weeks that that child is doing something that you're noticing. Document it. Yeah, it's a little extra work, but guess what? In the end, your year is going to be a lot more successful. You're going to have those parents on your side. The student is going to know that you are working as a team, and you're going to find that the year just runs a lot smoother. And so documentation is one of those things that's specific to each situation. It just is. There is no algorithm. I'm sorry to break it to you. There just is not an algorithm for it. You are going to really have to just pay attention to what is happening and document. I think most importantly is that if you have an inkling that something is wrong, start documenting on what your gut is telling you. If you think it's an academic thing, start documenting. Save those tests. Make notes. Talk to parents. Have them come in before parent conference, right? Email them. Find out. Inquire. Figure out what is going on. Maybe something's going on at home. Maybe they have a vision problem. I mean, it really could be a plethora of things. And unless you inquire and dig deep, you're never going to get to the root of the problem. And this is a problem because you're not going to make that year successful for the child. And all it takes is 1 year to be unsuccessful for it to have a snowball effect. You want to lift those kids up, and through documentation, you can make sure that they do not fall through the cracks. And so you guys, that is it for documentation. I really shouldn't say that's it, because documentation is, I could go on and on and on for it, but I also don't want to make these videos massively long either, because let's be honest, it's me, and I mean, I can talk for a very long time. So anyway, you guys, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I would really, truly appreciate it. I think it's been a little hard lately because I'm so up and down on YouTube, and I actually think that YouTube is unsubscribing people. And so if that happens to be you and you've been unsubscribed to my channel, just re-hit that. It would mean a lot to me. And I look forward to hearing what your guesses are going to be for tomorrow. We're going to be doing the letter E. And I'm really excited for it because I'm pretty dead set on it. But then again, like I said, to be difficult, if one of you pick it, I might have to choose something else. I mean, anyway, you guys, thank you so much as always for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. It does mean a lot to me. And please let your friends know, let your fellow teachers know, because this is going to be a fun journey that we're on. Yeah. What are your guesses for E? Leave them down below. Bye, guys.